Can't really hear you right now, buddy, because you got to leave the YouTube. So welcome to Lagging Out.
Oh, sorry, there we go.
There you go. Yeah, I can hear you now. I was welcoming everybody because I think you were doing the same thing, but you had to leave
Yeah.
the one. Just a little, we're all high-tech and stuff here. So welcome to Lagging Out with Chieftain and Funny Guy and our panel tonight. I'll turn it over to you since you were doing the intro. Nice intro, by the way. I liked it. Very, very nice. Very nice.
As you guys know, we have a pink Power Ranger, obviously with the pink hair. In the middle, we have one of our guest hosts and one of our panel attendees, Courtney. And to her right is Zombie Killer. You might know Zombie Killer from the old Chieftain show, and she was on there with Ladies of Xbox. And they're on panel today. We're going to ask them a few questions. And welcome, ladies. How are you guys doing today?
Awesome.
Fantastic. Good.
So does everybody want to tell our viewers who everybody is relative to their screen name? Because everybody appears differently at the bottom here when we're looking.
Right.
So why don't you all go through and introduce yourselves each one at a time?
I am the pink Power Ranger.
She whips ass. We kick some kids' asses today. Next.
I am a lucky LL.
And next.
I'm Zombie Killer.
Zombie Killer.
I kill zombies.
Kill
And
zombies.
kids. We killed some kids today too.
Yeah.
We did. So for those of you who don't know, all three of the women that you just met, all three of these women are professional gamers. That's right, guys. Everybody out there that's watching right now, they can whip your ass, my ass, Chieftain's ass. Well, Chieftain might debate that issue. See,
I will debate that issue.
Yeah, I'm sure he would. I'm sure, and I'm sure our Pine panel would have something to say about that.
I'm sure they would. I wish I had the questions in front of me, but I'm having trouble loading it.
That's all right. I have them right here. That's why they invented this thing back in the olden days when because I'm older than dirt, according to you. It's called a printer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine broke. So
They used to make them. It was a dot matrix type of printer, and now they have them with like lasers and inkjet. And
oh, really?
prints things up real nice. See, that's what we're doing tonight, kids. See, we're all professional and stuff.
We're all professional and junk.
Yeah. So, you and me.
Go ahead and field it.
I'll go ahead.
While I try to.
All right, I'll field this. So let's
I'll go to my my Gmail and I'll open it from there. But go ahead and ask them the first question. Welcome, ladies, by the way.
Yeah.
And,
so
Funny Guy, I'll ask you the first couple of questions.
This was kind of our panel discussion, if you will.
It is a panel discussion as advertised on my page.
And then we have some other questions, specific questions for the ladies. But I think it's safe to say all three of you have definitely played numerous renditions of Call of Duty, correct?
Yep.
Yes? Okay. So one of the things we wanted to talk about tonight, which is something Chieftain and I brought up on our first show, was how, you have the Infinity Ward versions of the game, and then you have the Treyarch versions of the game. And if you had to pick, or compare, relatively speaking, across that spectrum, and of course within that spectrum, what are your all's opinions of, the latest rendition out by Treyarch? What did you think of the last Infinity Ward version? Do you have a favorite one? Jump in anytime.
Go ahead. We'll start with Pink, and then we'll go across and
That's fine. I don't know if they're seeing the same thing I am, so that's cool.
Okay. I noticed when I was playing World at War, that seemed really easy for me, and then I went to Modern Warfare 2, which I liked that game, and then Black Ops was fun. I didn't like Call of Duty 4, which it seemed like everybody loves that game, but not me. I didn't like it.
All right, fair enough.
Modern Warfare, correct?
Modern Warfare 2?
2. Oh, okay.
I liked
I thought you were referring to the Modern Warfare, the first one.
No, Modern Warfare 2. And Modern Warfare 3 was alright. Black Ops, the original Black Ops, that was good. I don't really like Black Ops 2.
Really? I find it a little bit better than the first Black Ops, although I did like the first Black Ops a lot. I tend to, ironically, I'm one who leans towards more the Treyarch versions. So which would you say you lean towards more, the Infinity Ward versions or the Treyarch version?
It just, it's all
Decide.
depending on which
Decide,
game I
man.
get sucked into.
Pick a side. Based on multiplayer. I mean, we could talk about single player all day long. I'm a single player nerd, so.
The obvious winner here is Infinity Ward. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely go with Infinity.
Okay, next.
Courtney.
I played Mod 2 and Black Ops 1, and those are the only two that I really actually like. They seem to be getting easier and easier and easier as the more, the newer ones to me. So I like to go back to Black Ops.
Do you think they're making the new ones easier for the casual gamer? In other words, people that aren't hardcore who play every day like all of us here?
Yeah.
Or do you think that it's just that they're trying to broaden? I mean, the game already sold a lot of copies, so it's not like they're trying to keep their built-in audience. Do you think that that's to bring the casual gamer in more? That's why they make them a little like this one? I agree with you. I think this one seems a little, you prestige a little faster. Things are a little easier to get in some respects.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's to attract the casual gamer?
Yes. Yeah, definitely, because I know a few people that don't like the earlier versions because they were harder, and I like the later versions because it was actually a challenge, and it's not. I've kind of stopped playing so much because it is getting too easy.
Interesting. Zombie?
I played World at War. I didn't really care for the multiplayer mode. I played Modern Warfare 2, which that's my favorite. Infinity Ward all the way, and I don't like Black Ops at all. But I play it because, well, what else are you going to do?
That's what everybody else is playing. I understand.
Exactly.
Interesting. So now, relative to all of those versions, did any of you play the single player version or did just the multiplayer?
Single player on all of it.
You play single player on all of them? And which of those did you prefer?
I liked World at War for that, actually.
Yeah, you liked the storyline of that. I thought that was one of the best storylines.
It was long. It was a long campaign.
Yes, and it was hard on veteran, very hard.
Yeah.
So, and I assume all of you beat him on veteran. Am I correct in that?
I don't play.
I don't play that single player very often.
Yeah, I don't play campaigns at all. I go straight into multiplayer.
I play it on normal, and then after I beat the campaign, then I go play multiplayer, except for the last two Call of Duty. So.
Now, is that a typical practice that you'll go through the game in single player?
I try to
get familiar with the game and then jump in the multiplayer. Like you won't touch it until you've beaten the single player at all.
Well, sort of, because I know what I'm going to be playing is multiplayer. So I still have Black Ops 2, which I haven't completed the campaign.
I haven't even touched it either.
Modern Warfare 3, I don't even think I did either.
I beat that one. That one was okay.
I broke my code.
What was that? What was that, Zombie?
I broke my code on those two. I couldn't wait to go crap on some kids. So.
Right, I hear you. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
She likes giving people the chocolate sombrero.
Are there
only you chieftain?
Yeah, well, do you want to explain the chocolate sombrero term? We're going to try and make a new hip term here.
Yeah, it's going to be
on Xbox.
Pretty soon. We predict it's when you totally shit on a kid and you take a crap on his head. It looks like a sombrero. So it's called a chocolate sombrero. So when you totally shit on a kid on a game, Halo or Call of Duty, it's called giving the kid a chocolate sombrero. So you shitting on a kid's head.
See, I like it when people talk smack. See, and do you all talk smack in all of these multiplayer lobbies? Do you all do that? I mean, when you buy the Xbox, it says it comes with a headset so that you can talk smack to your opponent. I try to live up to that, all in the spirit of fun and good gaming. Some people, I think, take,
I remember Pink talking to us in a room.
Because we're doing a show about it, but,
right.
but, do you, what's your opinions on that?
Trash talk is definitely allowed at all times.
Okay.
Even if there's little kids in the lobby.
They shouldn't be in the lobby in the first place.
No child left behind.
Yeah, I don't
No child left
I think
behind.
Zombie said it best in the room
Very
when we
funny.
were playing the other day. It's either, if you're a female gainer, it's either you're shitting out kids or you're shitting on kids. That's a zombieism right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
which brings me to another kind of thing that we've been wanting to talk about, and it's, and I'm sure Chieftain and I both have we have our opinions on this. What is your opinion of kids that we'll say aren't of age to purchase games like a Call of Duty, being in the games and playing them? I mean, being that we have 3 young females here, I don't know if any of you have kids. I should have probably asked you to put that in the bio, but nonetheless, what's your opinion on, we'll say kids under the age of 17 playing a game like this and not necessarily playing the single player, but going on and playing the multiplayer and being in, because let's face it, we've all heard, for lack of a better way to put it, some really rank shit that goes on in those rooms in terms of people talking. And, I'm sure we're all a little guilty of it. But my question is basically, what are your opinions on letting those kids play? And if you do have kids, at what point do you think, if they're under the age of 17, would you allow them to play a game like that and go online and play that particular game? A game like Call of Duty with the type of people that play. It's different when you're playing.
You mean the ones that are rated mature is what you're trying to say.
The ones that are rated
games
M,
that are rated
right.
M for mature.
And I'm curious,
17 and
being
over.
that we have 3 ladies here who I would love to get their opinion.
Well, for me, since I started gaming professionally at a very young age online, I would probably let my daughter start playing like online with a headset, communicating at probably 11, 12, as long as
Wow.
she was good. and and I don't know what game I would actually start her out on. Like, I don't know if I'd throw her into what I started out on multiplayer, which was Halo. But
Halo's a different kind of people than, say, play Call of Duty.
Is.
Let's be honest, and Chieftain, I think you'll agree with me. A baseball crowd is completely different than the people that go to a football game.
Yeah, it's a different being.
A lot more.
There are some people that like both, but they're few and far between. There are exceptions to the rule, of course, as Funny Guy talked about before. Is like there's the people that love to float in midair and hit a plasma rifle and switch to their battle rifle and get a kill, and it take an hour and a half to get a kill. And then there are some people that like more real gravity games, for lack of a better term, like Call of Duty, where they actually can run around and shoot a real gun that's made from real life and throw a grenade and
or sort of real life. I don't think all of those guns exist. Do they? Do all of those guns exist? I don't think.
It's a temporary suspense of reality, but they're based on a realistic future. Not so much as like a retro future, but I guess they would say in 20 years, Black Ops 2 would have been a retro future, but right now it's our idea of what the future would be. But the guns look like they would be around in the next 10 years, so people accept that. With guns and the ammo and the bubble shields and the sci-fi feel of Halo, it brings another crowd, kind of like Star Wars people and Star Trek people. People just have a preference.
Courtney, would you let your daughter play? And if so, at what age?
It's on the maturity of the kid. Particularly if I run into a kid in the lobby, it's instant mute. I don't even give him a chance to talk.
You don't even talk to him, right? You'll play against them, but you don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, exactly. They're annoying because they all seem to like to talk a lot of trash, and it shouldn't be coming out of 10-year-olds' mouths at all.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I don't.
Fair enough.
As far as COD and that kind of stuff, I probably wouldn't let my daughter play until she was like older.
Okay.
Older, like you have an idea of what age?
Around 15, maybe.
Okay.
50?
That's if she's even interested in it.
15. 15.
Right.
I was like, she's not playing until she's 50.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, I've heard some stuff said.
401k.
I've heard some stuff said in some of those lobbies that I'll tell you what. If I had a kid and walked in,
I
heard some of that stuff, they wouldn't see their Xbox till they were married.
Yeah, right. Funny Guy actually has a name for those kids. What are they called? Funny guy?
Squeakers.
Squeakers.
Squeakers. I call them squeakers.
Squeakers
They
get
always
the
tell
auto
me I'm
X from
fat and I
Chieftain.
live in my mom's basement and
The
I'm
auto mute.
unemployed. And they're right on 1 out of 3. But up,
Exactly.
bump.
Zombie.
So actually, this is a job. Zombie, would you let your
What
kids
would you
play
do
this
when
game?
we have kids? Would you let them?
Yeah, but it like Courtney said, it just depends on the maturity of the kid, you know. And I'd prefer 15 for both, you know, just really being online. It's kind of like, you know, how comfortable are you with your kids on the internet? Period. There's all kinds of
Making
crazy.
me sound bad.
There's crazies. There's crazy shit.
Yeah,
It's
there's
just-
some nutty stuff that goes on out there. I've heard
It's
They
some
don't want me on the
interesting
other side of the
stories.
game because I'm uncensored.
I've heard some interesting stories that maybe one day I'll pass them on. I have to verify these things to be true. I'm not saying that it's something I'm interested in, but when some people tell me some of the stuff I've heard, I'm curious. Is this bullshit or is it not bullshit? You know, I feel like Penn and Teller. Is it bullshit? You know, so. But no, I tend to agree with you. And then lastly, before we move on to a new segment that we're going to be doing each and every week. We're getting
Every
some
week,
formatting.
that's a teaser.
kids.
We got a
Each and
teaser.
every, I'm sorry,
Every
each and
week,
every
that means
other
we'll work
week
for
when we
either
do the
me
show.
or Funny Guy, and Funny Guy will point it out to me. I don't have time.
No, I'll do it.
Yeah, okay.
No, these are all right. This builds itself, I think.
All right.
But lastly, if there are, Call of Duty aside, single player games, what are the single player games that you all like to play? Like when you want to chill out and have fun, you know, what do you play?
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Well,
I
I
have
hear
no
that
idea
a
what
lot.
that is. I've heard of the game,
I heard
but I
that
don't know
come
what it
from
is.
a couple of women, actually.
I actually have another one that I
love
want to
that
throw
game.
out there because somebody posted this on my wall today.
I just like the fact of like a cheerleader killing zombies, spinning on a stripper pole.
It's girl power. I get it. It's girl power.
Saying,
It's girl power.
just saying.
Just the thing you want your 11-year-old playing, right?
Yeah. Zombie likes that too, right? Don't you
Yeah,
play that as well,
I
Zombie?
do, and you know, I was gonna say they made the game just for me, but you know, after she made mention of the stripper poles, I mean, hey, you know, it was a good idea.
You could tell it was developed by dudes.
Yeah,
Stripper
yeah.
pole.
I mean, nothing like, you know, carrying your boyfriend's head, you know, on the back of your skirt, bouncing around on your ass. I mean, come on.
I know.
Let's have
Right.
fun.
You know, I've always wanted to have a pair of shorts that has the words "my name" on the butt, so that I could have my name on people's asses.
Nice. Maybe you will with Laggin Out. Maybe we'll have Laggin Out yoga shorts with your name on them. So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah. Hey, you know what?
I'm sitting on Funny Guy or something like that.
I just got a text. I forgot to post our live link here.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So,
I think you just have to reload the my page, and it should have the link on there, and then you can post it. So if you guys are looking for that to post it, stream it live on there. But that brings me to my next question. This is in with the line of questions, but being a female gamer, there's a lot of pros and cons to it. Have you ever picked up a guy on Xbox, or if a guy has ever picked you up on Xbox and you actually had a relationship, or had a lot of stalkers there? I'm interested to hear if you have a interesting Xbox stalker story, because females get bombarded with like friend requests and weird emails. So, Zombie, I'm going to throw that towards you. You can answer that first.
Actually, yes, I have. I've had the stalkers, and I've actually met someone off of Xbox, but, you know, let's not even go there. You know, sometimes, drugs.
You could speak
you know.
generally.
But yes, I've had that, and I've known many people that have had some sort of relationship or, you know, what have you from Xbox, or a stalker.
yeah, I don't have stalkers. I get troll kids. I get 15.
Yeah, we had me and
Is that
the
Peony
guy had
guy?
some controllers last night.
Yeah, there's nothing like kicking those guys out of your lobby, is there?
Oh, I love that. I kicked him out twice. I
Oh,
couldn't
so
switch
much
it over
fun.
to private game.
What was your saying? What does a mule do?
Oh yeah, what is a mule?
He kicks.
Yeah, nice kick. I thought you said if you got a beef with the chief, get the fuck out.
Last question.
That's what I
Somebody brought
usually
this up.
say.
Is anybody here a Star Wars fan? Besides myself?
Yeah. I don't know what that has to do with games, but yeah.
Well, because I just had somebody post it on my wall today that there's talk now. Disney, as we all know, bought
Right.
Lucas, basically owns Star Wars, of a first-person shooter
Oh
that's
yes.
in the Star Wars universe, and rumor has that they're going to get rid of the Battlefield-esque sort of third person that they used to use, and it's probably going to be geared more towards like Battlefield or Call of Duty. So my question is, anybody looking forward to that besides me?
Probably not for myself, but if somebody had it, I would try it. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably red box it.
Okay. Okay.
Not much of a Star Wars.
Okay. Fair enough. Your husband
My
is, though.
lightsaber.
Are we Star Trek fans?
Nope.
Gamer girls that don't really like Star Wars and Star Trek. Now, there's a first, fellas.
I watch Star
Okay.
Trek.
That's a
I'll say it.
first, America.
I have a Star Wars bobblehead, and I have the really expensive, huge helmet that goes over your whole.
Right on. You got a Darth Vader helmet. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's huge.
I want to party with you. Yeah, that's there. Speaking of Darth Vader,
Ah.
I had an R2-D2 actually
your
with my
daddy?
mom's rainbow sweeper, but
Who's your
you know.
daddy? What does he do?
I want the R2D2 vacuum cleaner. That's what I want.
all right. Well, it's
Alrighty.
getting to be time for, and then we've got some more specific questions for the ladies here. That we're gonna get into. We're gonna delve into your personal gaming questions. We're gonna get a little personal here today. But before we do that, this is a new piece here for those of you watching, either on tape or whatnot. And one thing that we want to, I would like to put out there is, this is a piece called "Would You Buy It?" Basically, we're going to try to do this each and every show, where we watch a couple of game trailers of games that are highly anticipated or perhaps not so highly anticipated. And as we watch the trailers, we're all going to discuss whether or not we would buy these games, what looks cool about them, etc. And as a viewer, we're curious for your opinion. So until we have an email address and we're working on things, we're going to eventually have a chat room where you can hop in and ask us questions.
When we get more than 6 subscribers, we figure around.
Yeah, right now,
Like,
and the
we have
subscribers are coming
2
in.
people watching it, and then we have like 36 people viewing it. So our viewership's kind of low. So tell your friends about it.
Show more
so
boobs.
tell your friends. And
Show more boobs. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't have boobs to show, and
Not
we
you
have all
guys.
these lovely ladies here.
Okay. It's better that came from you, Zombie, than it came from us. Because if it came from us, it'd be more chauvinistic. So
If they only
thanks
knew,
for
right?
fielding that for us.
Thanks, yeah, thanks for just throwing that out there. 'Cause
Yeah, we appreciate
No
it.
problem.
my girlfriend would be pissed. So I'm like, hey, y'all just showed your boobs a little bit. And, what? That's it's an hour and a half phone call when I want to go to bed.
Hey, I'm willing to whore myself out.
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Oh,
So basically, we're going to watch a couple of trailers. We're going to talk about them while they play. The 3 particular games that we're going to be looking at today is the newest rendition of from 2K Games, BioShock Infinite,
Ooh.
Square Enix's Tomb Raider, and the much anticipated Grand Theft Auto from Rockstar, which I'm not even sure the release dates on any of these games. And then each and every show, we're going to find some more games to discuss for all of you out there. And what we were going to say is if you're viewing in the comments section on the YouTube video playback of this, do us a favor, and of the 3 games that we're going to do here right now, let us know which one you would buy of the 3 that you're going to go out and spend your hard-earned, cold, hard cash out of your pocket for. We're just curious.
Just drop your $60.
Sure, yeah. Where are you going to put
I'm trying to find that
$60?
link for you, but I can't find it on my own site because I'm retarded.
I have the link posted in the chat here if you would like to post. If
Yes, I would love to post that.
Panel
Thank you
here
very much.
want to post. There's a link.
All right,
to
and
the
I'll put
actual
this
live
on.
stream for you.
I'll put this on the Chieftain page right now.
Sure. So
And,
while you're doing that, I'm going to queue up our. And by the way, ladies, thank you for the first portion of the show here.
Yeah, thank you
for
so much.
answering all these questions. We've got more for you. Believe me, we've got more. But we just kind of wanted to cover gaming a little bit.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, he was supposed to do a lot of that. I don't know what's going on with him.
Yeah,
Maybe
well,
talking too much. He's kind of distracted.
I'm listening. I'm listening and not worrying quite so much about. But about the bells and the whistles, if you will.
Okay, if you check, just real quick, you can just check out the Chieftain page on www.facebook.com/The Chieftain Show. You will see a link of the live stream. It'll have it right there as we're doing it right now. So if you want to go check that out, that is www.facebook.com/The Chieftain Show. That is my own page. Click on it, like it, hit the link. It's the first link on there right now.
I have mine posted on my funny Facebook.com/funny guy. That's spelled PHUNNYGUY.
He puts the PH in funny.
Yes, I do, and it's on my personal page. It's not on my fan page. I do have a fan page that you can get to by going to my website, which is www.funnyguy.com. And for those of you who don't know my credentials, I worked in the game industry for a number of years. Chieftain here has worked in the game industry for a number of years. I've been a comic, been a writer, and I've been an avid gamer. The best way to describe my gaming life for everybody here would be, because I'm probably the oldest guy here in the room, if you will.
Right.
I went to bed one day and there wasn't Space Invaders, and then I got up one day and there was. And the very first coin-operated... Yes, the very first coin-operated video game.
That's my little game. That's my staff shirt from Disney.
It's very St. Patrick's Day. It's very St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. I'm Italian, dude. I got green on the back. I got the griff ball. That's green. Does that count?
Yeah, that counts. That counts. I have green screen, so that's good.
You got a green
sort
screen.
of obscures my kitchen. But
I'm Italian.
The very first coin-op game I ever played was Atari Football's X's and O's. All right, are we ready to do?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
You buy?
So go ahead and roll it, bro.
So
stop camping.
So our first one up for grabs here now. For those of you who can hear me, if you can't hear me, make sure. There you go. You can hear me. All right.
I can't hear the sound though from the.
Well, it's a little low.
Oh, okay.
Turn it up a little bit because we're talking over it.
It's dark. Oh, I have glasses on.
There you go. Can you hear it a little better now? Yeah, you have to turn it up on your screen for the volume. For those of you that don't know about BioShock, are you all familiar with BioShock? BioShock originally took place in an entire underwater world. Was a first-person shooter, very story-oriented, a very steampunk kind of mysterious world. And this is the official trailer for the new version. That's called BioShock Infinite. Right now I'm sold from the standpoint that it's my understanding that all of the cinematics in this game are actually made with the engine that's used for gameplay.
See, I think I'll have to disagree with you on that. I don't think this is pre-rendered. I think this is pre-rendered. I don't think this is gameplay. Are you sure about that? Because it looks really good, and there is some ambient occlusion, and the lighting looks like it's pre-rendered.
Well, while there is gameplay, it's my understanding that this isn't necessarily gameplay. It's a pre-rendered cinematic, but the pre-rendered cinematic is made with the same engine that you use to play the game. So, to me, as a tester and a hardcore gamer nerd, when you're making your cinematics with the same engine that you're making your gameplay, that's a pretty powerful engine.
Right. Do you know what engine they're using?
I believe it's a proprietary that the developer. I believe 2K is the publisher. I'm not quite sure who the developer is on this one.
Right.
I should know. It'll tell us at the end here.
It's
very story-oriented, though.
It's a little cartoony, but it looks kind of cool.
Yes, I'm getting a question from one of our viewers. Yes, you guys all are supposed to be able to see the trailer. Are you unable to see the trailer? If you can hear me, do me a favor.
Did they see it or no?
And I don't know. We might be having a technical difficulty, so the show might go a little longer.
What a surprise.
Let me find out.
He's like Rand Paul. He just talks and talks and talks.
Well, I guess you could say he's our technical... Yes, okay, yes, you are supposed to see the trailer.
Yeah, I don't know why you're not able to.
No, he is. We're doing it right. Our caller, our one live viewer, God love him, Dark Side Drums, one of these days.
What's up, Dark Side?
You're going to be on one of these panels.
Yeah, we got to get that kid on.
Just so you know.
And we're getting some official music from Psychotic Snipes. So hopefully that's Zombie's boy.
Excellent.
Not her boyfriend, but her friend.
That's my bag, you know.
So, to everybody here, would you buy this game? This is BioShock Infinite. Obviously, this is a cinematic part of the trailer. I believe it's made with the game engine. Yes? No?
Yes.
You gonna buy it?
Yep. But it's because I own all of them. Can't just leave one hanging.
Our next one up here is the newest Tomb Raider version. Rated M. Female, little girl power, rated M. Kind of like that. I like that already.
Crystal Dynamics. Got a rejection letter from them, too.
Now, my one thing is who are these individuals that we're seeing? I'm a hip guy, but am I supposed to know who these people are? These
Yeah,
famous
I
people?
don't know who they are either. You're in LA, you should know them more than we should. But I don't know. I think they're just random people.
I don't know who these people are, and I guess maybe they're supposed to be your random average gamer, ladies. Opinions?
Make sure you click the button on the top if you're automatically muted.
Yes, if you can't, make sure you click the button on top, please. I have to say, the gameplay looks pretty cool. Now that's gaming. I'm willing to bet that's a cinematic, but I'm willing to bet, like, that's gameplay.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
gameplay.
That's gameplay.
That's not.
That is. I'd be
That
willing to bet
is.
that is.
Yeah, that is definitely.
That is most definitely. Looks very cool.
Yeah, that is. See, sometimes you can't tell, and that's
love
good.
the bow and arrow, man.
That's gameplay.
Love games. Love a girl with a bow and arrow in a game. Ladies,
Right.
are we down with that?
That's my type right there.
Yeah.
Nah.
Apparently, he says he still
She
can't
dropped
see
a
the
couple of
trailer.
cup sizes in this game, I noticed.
It looks like it's pretty fun.
Remember, like she was like a 40 double E, like in the last game, and now she's like a 34C rather,
More
which is
aerodynamic.
more anatomically correct. But I remember I had I'm gonna totally dork out on you guys. I had the actual a spread of her full CG in a bathing suit. So she was like all spread, like laying down in a bathing suit, and I had it forever. It was like a low poly, but back then it was really, really popular. But I had it forever. I was like, she's so hot.
That's creepy of you.
Right there. It's my future ex-wife.
All right, now he's telling me he can't see it, so I'm going to wait till I get one more response.
There is a 2-minute delay, so maybe he can't see.
There is a short delay.
Because he said he saw the other one, right?
Yes.
That makes me worried because the entrance titles to it, I'm kind of concerned no one saw that.
Well, let's pray that we don't seriously live up to our name, Lagging Out.
Yeah.
And I'm actually have real time and the delay coming through right now, so bear with me.
Okay.
So bear with me.
Yeah, sure.
He says he just saw neither, and I'm going to run this next one.
All right. I don't understand why it's not showing up. Do we need everyone to click on the YouTube button on the left-hand side in the Google Hangout?
Yes, I would assume so.
Huh. Because that's going to be tough, because if people are on iPads, they can't do it.
Anyway.
I have a tendency to buy the Lara Croft one, and I would rather
Next
buy
is
BioShock.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh.
Mm,
Can everybody see it on the bottom? Or panel?
Yeah,
Can they see it?
I'm not seeing it on our feed.
I see it on the big screen, or like the big picture.
You don't see it on the feed? Turbine!
Well, I have to say, I'm hands down. If you look at the font on my shirt, there's no questions asked. I'll be buying this game.
Okay. That's because it's in LA. I see this, I see LA, and I think bronchitis. Because when I was in LA, I got bronchitis twice in a 2-month period. So every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, my lungs are getting heavy just watching this trailer. So, but it's pretty accurate,
for some reason, it seems that our viewers might not be seeing the trailer, so I don't know if this will happen.
Yeah, maybe
Playback
we
or
might just
not.
cut this out for the future, but we can just talk
Yeah.
over it.
That's
What we're seeing right now is the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 5.
correct.
So you don't know why you can't
Which
see
means
it.
that it's quite possible that our opening
Yeah, I was thinking
video
that too.
might not have been seen. So
Yeah.
there's about
That's
2.5
okay, we
minutes of
all-
all of us just sitting here.
Yeah, you can watch us like for 3 minutes as I'm dancing like an idiot. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and we have
Yeah,
no
like
music.
quietly.
What else is new?
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting playback when
T-shirt
I
thing.
take a look at that. So,
Fucking
would you
pisses me
buy
off.
Grand Theft Auto
I
5?
put
Yay
all
or
that
nay?
work. I put all that
Yes
work
or no?
into that shit.
Would we
What's
buy
that?
it? At least let's get an opinion. Would you buy Grand Theft Auto? Yes or no?
Sure,
Grand Theft Auto 5, GTA 5? No? Yes?
sure.
Yes? No? 2 yeses, 1 no?
No. Not gonna buy it.
There's 5 of
Not
us.
gonna buy it.
I'm gonna get that.
She's buying
Buy it.
diapers this time.
Buy
I've
it
gotten
in
them
a
all and
six-pack.
beaten all of them, and they're all a blast.
Someone's buying a 6-pack. Someone's buying diapers. Someone's just buying other things like gas or something.
I might have to Grand Theft Auto that game. You know, I mean,
I don't know why. I don't know why Funny Guy would buy it. He lives it. He is in LA, so
Yeah, I
he's
hit hookers with
always
baseball
rolling
bats and
hookers
take
for their
all
money
the
and
time.
throwing them in the ditches.
I
And
mean,
shit.
the font, that's the font. By the way, here's a little bit of trivia for all you gamers out there. Anybody know what this font is actually called?
Isn't that a Grand Theft Auto?
No. No.
It's actually a name font.
It's actually a named font, and it's actually of a television show that's used. It's used every day on a television show. A
The next
television
question
game
is, does I
show.
care?
A television game show.
I don't know, dude.
Give up?
Yeah.
Give up? Alrighty. It's called The Price is Right.
It is. Wow.
Yes, it
I
is.
didn't know that.
Look at that.
As I'm always thinking, like Wheel of Fortune.
See, we learn shit on our show.
I like the Jeopardy. I love it.
What's the word? Is it word up? I don't know.
Naggers?
All right. So I'm really concerned about that. Well, we'll find out about that. We'll figure that out sooner or later.
I love
I wonder if that maybe had to be a.
the South Park where it had N space GGERS, and he's like, and he says the racial slur instead of naggers. People that annoy you is the
You know what I'm
subject.
gonna do here, man? Since we have a technical advisor that I'm on the hard line with.
Do you have a technical advisor?
Well, we do.
Quick
So
said
our
everything
one
looks
viewer-
good, but
So it does.
I'm actually going to run another trailer. Whoa.
what are you running a trailer for? What?
I was going to play another trailer, but I guess it's not
Oh, okay.
let me.
Are you running the trailer? Or are we all just sitting here like weirdos?
He's running the trailer. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Trailers either. Quicksilver can't see the trailers, so the trailers are not even going through for some reason, and we don't know why. Yeah, can't see shit.
Well, I'm sharing my screen right now.
Okay, you're sharing your screen. All right, gotcha.
I'm sharing the share, if you will.
Okay, gotcha.
But I don't know what might be lagging out for us, as usual. Hence the name of our show, Laggin Out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see it.
Yeah. So,
I'm not that important. Yeah, it's running fine.
yeah. So you are able to.
Yeah.
see this trailer right now. Yeah, see, this is how we're going to have to do this in the future, I hate to say.
Okay, Quicksilver says you have to be talking the whole time for you to see the screen in full. But I can probably run cameraman and run it to the thing so that way it doesn't go to anyone else talking. So let me try that real quick here.
All right, let's move on to the questions. Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
You're muted.
And you're muted.
But you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that's right, folks. We're big budget here. We are cranking it out. All the cool effects and.
See, remember we were talking in a production, and when we go into, how do you unselect the person that's actually talking? Because now is it showing up on your screen?
Yeah, you should be able to see the video playing now.
Yeah, I can see
Now,
it.
whether or not you can hear me, that's a debatable issue.
Yeah, we can hear you too.
So, you can hear me. Okay, so this is likely how we'll have to do these in the future. So we will still have this piece. Thank you, viewers, for sticking with us while we're working this out.
Oh, there's Google
And
Drive.
and it's a little laggy. So, and as it should be, because it's lagging out. So, back to we all agreed we would, just to recap real quick, we would all pretty much probably buy this game. We're seeing actual gameplay in the trailer. Yeah, he says the vid is laggy. That's why we call the show Laggin Out. So yeah, I think Lara Croft would be the order of the day. And then, of course, next we had Grand Theft Auto. As I skip to the next video. So yeah, so it's going to be a little bit laggy, but it's working for us now. So, so if you want to see what I'm showing, you would probably want to click on my box if you're watching here in the room. You wouldn't get this game, man. This game is gorgeous. Being a lighting guy, this game I would think would make you go nuts.
Yeah, it looks good.
I mean,
I'm looking for something wrong with it, but I can't find anything.
He's slowly still getting bronchitis, though.
Maybe the shadows are too dark. If the sky is that light, the ground shadows should be a little bit more blue. That's just a techie.
What I think's crazy is this whole game is, this San Andreas or Vinewood, where they're at is modeled after Los Angeles. And in watching this trailer, I'm seeing places that I recognize.
Yeah, it's good. Kid tested, mother approved. I double clicked on your name so that way they would actually see the actual screen. But I'm kind of pissed because I edited the beginning lagging out with me in the background dancing for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but no one even saw that. So they just saw me dancing a little bit, but at least we saw that stuff. So now we know.
You can always close with your clip,
What's that?
So you can
That's
always.
what we're gonna do. That's what we're doing. I'm setting the player up right now.
Okay. You can throw if you want to do the redo of Camper of the show. I put it on the Chieftain channel from last time when we were yelling at that motherfucker on Hijacked. and no one saw how fucking. They saw how mad I was. They didn't see anything else. They saw some still frames from my laptop. That's really it. Big funny guy, what are you loading right now?
Right now, I'm just I've got our video set up to play here shortly, so that.
Okay. What video you setting up?
That would be our camper of the week.
Oh, fantastic!
Our
This is
version
let me just set up the video.
Excuse me.
The time when Chieftain actually gets to be star of the show, you know.
Okay, well, before we get to Chieftain is the star of the show. Chieftain's the reason we have a show. We're gonna go a little bit over tonight, folks. Sorry about that. Not too much over. Before we get into our last piece, we do have, as you all know, we have Pink Power Ranger here, who is one of our female pro gamers on the show. We have Courtney, who is also one of our pro gamers of the show, and Zombie Killer. Courtney, I still forget your screen name. I'm sorry.
It's a hard one.
Yeah.
Pick something easy next time.
So this batch and part of the interview tonight, if you will, our games are questions that are kind of more. We're going to delve into your personal gaming habits, if you will. So for starters, old and new, how many gaming devices do each of you own?
Gaming devices, Zombie. Gaming devices.
Now that doesn't count. Yeah, gaming devices, ladies. There aren't many gaming devices that take 6D batteries. You know what I mean? Yes, we are an adult show.
Yeah.
All right.
So, giggity. All kidding aside, old school and new school. How many gaming devices do you own, and what are they?
I have 4. I have 2 Xboxes, a Wii, and an Atari.
And the Atari is a 2600.
2600.
So it's a 20. Now, is it an original 2600 or is it the reissue that they did a few years ago?
It's the reissued.
That's okay. Hey, I'm not hating. I grew up on that
Reissued
system.
one.
I grew up on that
I don't
system.
have gold in my pockets. I can't afford that.
That's the
retro
system
one. That's
that when
older
I was
than
a
me.
kid, I used to dream about being able to play online and do all these things. I used to think, boy, wouldn't it be cool if my buddy and I could play Missile Command? And by the way, I'll take you on in Super Breakout any day of the week.
My parents used to
I'll put that
play
out there.
Missile Command till like 3 in the morning, and then they yell at me when I'm visiting them.
My
Why
favorite
are you
Atari
playing
2600
video
game,
games till 2 in the morning?
Pitfall.
Didn't you do that when you were my age?
Pitfall.
Pitfall.
I whip your ass in some Pitfall.
ColecoVision, man.
Courtney.
I have,
ColecoVision.
I've got the Xbox, and then I do PC gaming a little, and I have a DS that my
You do
daughter.
what gaming you said?
PC.
PC game. What PC game? What type of games do you like to play on your PC?
My husband got me into League of Legends. A lot.
I've been hearing a
Yes!
lot about that
And
game
yes.
again.
I play the hell out of that game.
I missed what she said. What game was it?
League of Legends.
League of Legends. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Wait, she's married?
We have to play sometime.
Yes, Chieftain. She's
That-
married.
that's-
She's
that-
not single.
That's a
Stop
prerequisite.
hitting
How'd
on
she
our
get through the
guests.
interview process when we found out she was married.
Married.
She said she was married and has 2 kids. She said that earlier.
She had 2 kids. I can't hear her. She
I
keeps
know,
on
you were
breaking up
lagging
when she
out.
speaks on my
Yeah,
section,
it's the-
on my side, so I
Yeah.
can't hear her half the time.
You didn't hear her because you were lagging out, which is the name of the show.
Yeah,